I've searched for countless of hours for the best 5 resolutions which I can recommend you here in Chapter 2 Remix. And the first resolution is gonna be 1176 x 735, and it's definitely more towards low-end PCs to really help you to improve your FPS. I've been playing on this stretch resolution for a couple of hours, guys, actually on my budget PC, and my FPS went crazy. It's common knowledge in gaming, guys, that of course the lower your resolution is, the more FPS you're about to get. But it always comes down to you guys to decide what is actually the sweet spot for you. But this is one of the best low-end resolutions which I can highly recommend, and I have to say my game felt as smooth as butter. There were no lags, there were no stutter, and I can definitely see a nice stability in FPS in comparison to native. So I can highly recommend this stretch resolution for low-end gamers. Next up on this list, guys, we have 1280 x 1080, which is by far one of the most stretch resolutions which you can probably play in Fortnite. It gained huge popularity already back in Chapter 1, and many tier 1 pros over the years were actually playing on this res. It also has a huge fan base over on TikTok, as I've seen. The main ability of this resolution is that character models appear so wide actually on screen, so that it's actually really hard or almost impossible to miss your target. Like, after trying out this stretch resolution, I really have to say I was hitting so many more bullets with my AR. Also, shotgun pumps felt a lot easier because the whole entire target, because every single model in the game just appears so much wider. I know there's a specific term for this effect, but if you believe that it's actually easier to hit your targets, you're also gonna hit them actually more. Which also goes in hand that many people believe that it kind of boosts your confidence when you play on this resolution. But definitely I can say it's an experience for itself, and if you prefer really stretch resolutions, this is definitely one which you should try out. In terms of FPS, I've also seen a slight increase in about 15% in comparison to like my normal native resolution, which was also pretty nice, therefore definitely give it a try. Are you tired of having high ping in Fortnite and you wonder how all your favorite Fortnite pros always seem to have zero delay? What you need for that is no ping, guys. Your #1 client to reduce your ping in every single game you guys want to play. Let's say you want to play Fortnite, you just search it up, select it, and no ping is gonna give you an overview of all of the best servers available in your near. And the coolest part is it works on multiple regions. So if you like to play cash cap on a different region, it can still help you to get the best server. So just select the server you want to use, click on to optimize this game, and no ping is gonna automatically help you to get the best connection possible. Additionally, they also feature some FPS boost features, and they are all tested tweaks which are going to help you to improve your system speed. Make sure to check out no ping with the link in the video description. Next up on this list, guys, we have 1411 x 1070, which in my opinion is the perfect sweet spot between having really good aim but also really good mechanics. Since the resolution still gives you all the advantages to really improve your aim, but it's still not too stretched to the point where it's like really hard to free build. If you ever played on a really stretched resolution, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Something like 1080 x 1080, it's basically impossible to free build properly on this. But on this resolution, I've actually felt like I was playing just a downscaled version of something like Peterbot stretch res. I've seen very consistent and smooth FPS even on my $500 budget PC, and this is by far the resolution which I have to say I had the most fun with, because it felt so smooth but the graphics were still pretty high, you know, like we didn't go all the way down like with a low-end res. So therefore, if you're looking for the perfect sweet spot for maybe mid-end PCs, this is probably why I can recommend it the most. This resolution should definitely be a way to go. And next up on this list, guys, we have 1680 x 1050. This resolution is of course super popular because of Matos, one of the arguably smartest players in Fortnite. It's been very popular as well throughout the years, and ever since I'm doing resolution videos, I always have included this one because it's actually so versatile. The stretch resolution factor is so small that it's actually really hard to notice it when you're just looking at pure gameplay. But trust me, once you have it full screen in front of you, it's actually so much nicer to aim on this one. For me personally, I cannot play any more native since I've been playing on stretch resolutions for so long, and this has definitely been one of these resolutions which always circulate in my settings. Like every few months I just hop back on this res and it just feels amazing. You still get all the advantages like a little bit smoother gameplay, higher FPS, your aim improves, but this is sort of like a more upscaled version of the resolution which we just covered previously, guys, just with nicer visuals. If you really want to play competitive, this is one which I can highly recommend you. There are many top tier Fortnite pros who are actually playing on this stretch resolution or have played in the past, and they performed amazing. If you want a nice stretch resolution with really good graphics, this is definitely one which you should try it as well. And of course, guys, 1720 x 1080, which is arguably the most popular stretch resolution at the moment due to Peterbot. The only reason he actually had to switch off this resolution was because of the Fortnite World Cup, where they all were forced to play on native resolution or he would be still playing on it. Regardless, he won multiple FNCSs on this resolution, and if you ask most people out of a group, everyone would probably say that 1720 x 1080 is the most popular and best stretch resolution. Now keep in mind, the resolution is not much lower actually, to the point where you gain like huge FPS. Your game might become a little bit more smoother, but the main factor here really is that your aim improves, guys. And if you just like the slight advantage of having a little bit more stretched picture, which for many people and especially Fortnite pros is exactly enough what they need out of this resolution, it's not going to double the performance out of your PC, but it's just this nice extra touch which a lot of people actually like, especially while free building, to be a little bit more consistent or just to improve your aim by a tiny bit. But I recommend it definitely. I've been playing on this one here for a whole year, I think in chapter 4. And it's a very nice stretch resolution just to improve your aim, as mentioned, a tiny bit and get these nice extra abilities out of a stretch res.